So do I need to create a product? Because we have covered a lot about product creation, but do I actually need to create a product to be successful, right? Here's my answer for that if I was to coach you. Rob, creating a product, it's the tactical approach for you to achieve your objective. And your objective is to build your internet marketing business. But what is the strategy for you to build your internet marketing business successfully? It's basically these two secret if you want to build your business successfully. One is you need to build your brand, right? This is one. And second, it's you're focusing on building your database. Database could be a buyer list, could be your followers, your fans, your free subscribers, database, right? So that you can create what we call traffic on demand, right? If you have database, you can get traffic at any time because these are the people who follow you. So now, before we entertain the notion that, but I don't have database yet, right? But I just want to make it point here is that that's what I'm telling you. That is what works, so that you will get started on what you need to do. Because every successful people in the world in this business, including Facebook, right? They have zero database when they first got started. So you have to embrace on that, accept that point, and get to work to do this. So don't give yourself excuse and say, but I don't have that. Yeah, I know I need database, but I don't have database. Well, but now when you start here right now, you will start to follow what is important that you need to do. Okay? So this is the strategy for you to achieve your goal. Now, to achieve this strategy, what you can do is that you can have a product with your name on it. If you have a product with your name on it, it will accelerate this. But you can still achieve these strategies if you don't have a product. So it is not a must to have a product, but it will be helpful because if you have a product, you strengthen your brand. It makes you different than other affiliates. It makes you different than other people by owning something, by creating something. Now, a classic example is that let's say you're an author of a book. You have more credential than someone who doesn't have a book. Now, I'm not asking you to be an author. Don't get me wrong. I'm not even asking you to go and write a book, but I'm just trying to make a point. If you have a live event, you are a speaker, and that gives you more credibility than someone who is not a speaker in order for you to make money online, right? So the next point is that if you have a product, it will help you to build your database much easier. So for instance, if you ask someone to subscribe into your list and you say, hey, subscribe to my newsletter, and you get nothing right now, just give me your email for nothing. Now, your conversion, of course, will become less compared to you have a product and say, hey, you subscribe right now. This is a product that I've created and I'm going to give it to you for free. Do you start to see where I'm coming from? Right? It definitely will help you to do things better. And if the product is sellable, now you get to build a buyer list. You sell it, you got people buy, even though you sell for $7 and they buy, you start to have buyer lists, and when you have buyer lists, they are more responsive than any source of traffic, right? Now, when we talk about product, it doesn't mean that you got to be an author. There's so many ways to do it, but what I teach in my training is to either do a live class, or you can do modular course, or if you want, you can just do an ebook. And if all of those are way too complicated, you can go ahead and get private label rights, for instance, put it together, find a good one, and turn it into your product, right? That's to clarify on whether you need a product or not.